this.
Get funky with me.
Shiny, happy people laughing. Shiny, happy people holding.
Shiny, happy people holding.
Shiny, happy people laughing.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing this morning? Here I am in Athens, Georgia. One of my favorite cities. I love Athens. It's not the Athens I'm accustomed to. It's supposed to be sunny and warm all the time, and yesterday it was. I know tomorrow's going to be, but it's a little chilly today, and it's been pouring rain. The rain has stopped, thankfully. And here I am at Oglethorpe Elementary School. So this school, Oglethorpe Avenue Elementary, that's difficult, has been here for 56 years in Athens. 56 years? Wait a minute. This building is not like 56 years old, does it? No. It's a new building. The old building used to stand right here behind me, and this is the new one. It's been here for 6 years now. They demolished the old building because it was out of date, and kids were relocated to other schools for 2 years while this school, this state of the modern state of the world, this really cool building was put in its place. But the old school used to stand right here. Now, what is here? Why have I come back to Athens to see the coolest thing I've ever seen? And I'm hoping it's going to be the coolest thing I've ever seen. I haven't seen it yet. It's inside. I've been trying to get to this location 3 years, maybe more. Been in contact. The principal, Dr. Singh, I cannot thank him enough. He put up with me for a long time, hounding him. Because it's tough to get here for me from Canada to Athens, because Athens is not on any route really. It's off on its own. I think so. I mean, Atlanta's a bit far away, then Savannah's the other way, Charlotte's 3 hours away, but Athens is one of my favorite towns. So I do come here a lot, but every time I've come, the school has either been closed or things have been going on. So for us to make it work, it was very difficult. And thankfully, he was patient with me this week and said, come on this day and you can see what you want to see. What is it that I want to see? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Inside this building, right there's the front office. Now, it is very, very, very difficult to film inside a school. Obviously, you have to do not come to a school expecting to just walk in. That goes without saying whether you're either in Canada, United States, anywhere, I'd imagine. So, I've got special permission to be here, and like I said, I cannot thank Dr. Singh and the staff enough. Shiny Happy People by R.E.M. Remember that song? You thought I was going to play the song. I can't. It's got copyright issues. I can't play the song. I wish I could. Starts off with a little lilting waltz, then breaks into one of the most joyous, fun songs you'll ever hear. 1991, Shiny Happy People, from Out of Time, R.E.M., one of my favorite bands. Now in the video for Shiny Happy People, we'll get into the more about Shiny Happy People afterwards. In the video, they're dancing around on a stage, looking very happy, which was very different for R.E.M. at the time. Trying to think of some other imitation of life. They had a great Beyond. They had some other videos where they had fun. But Shiny Happy People represented a great departure in their sound and also in their look, because they are dancing. The video is colorful. There's kids dancing with them, people dancing. It's a whole thing. And they're dancing in front of a giant mural that an old man at the Georgia Theater where it's filmed is pedaling to make the mural go around and around behind them. And it's just this bright, colorful mural. It's going around and around as R.E.M. are performing the song. Now, that mural, I always thought, well, where is it? That's a piece of art. It's a big piece of art. Where could it be now? Turns out, it's here at Oglethorpe Avenue Elementary School. Now, why is it here? Well, it's here because this is where it was actually painted. This is where that famous mural, that famous Shiny Happy People mural, was painted here on these grounds in the former building. April Chapman. She was a friend of the band, and she was a friend of Bertis, the manager of R.E.M. Turns out it was painted right here. Oh, I'm gonna go pick that up. Your child is now tardy. Do not. Your child is going right to the office. Then right to the office. Turns out it was painted here on these grounds. 5th grade class, 1991. April Chapman. She was an art teacher, friends with the band. I'm going to get into that more when we go inside and take a look. I think it's time we go inside and take a look at the Shiny Happy People mural. This is going to be the greatest thing I've ever seen. I know it. I've been wanting to see this for so long. It's been driving me crazy knowing it's here and I couldn't get to see it. And it's just something that I'm not starstruck by celebrities. I've talked about this before. It's never celebrities. It's structures or weird stuff and places and things. And to know that somebody connected to one of my favorite bands is right in here, and it's right to my left. I can actually see it through the window, far off in the distance. We're going to go inside right now. And here it is, and it's in 3 parts. We've got one part here, one part here, which is very visible throughout the video, especially that sun. Is this a continuation in order? No, it's taken out of order a bit. Now that's supposed to represent Athens itself, and this represents Skidaway Island, I believe, which is out by Savannah. So here I am inside the school, and the mural is right here in front of me, and it's everything I thought it'd be, and it's just as vibrant as it was back in 1991 when it was commissioned. So the story goes, R.E.M. was friends with a woman named April Chapman, who was an art teacher. She taught at about 3 or 4 different schools, because back in the early 90s, art teachers were not necessarily at one school because art programs were not huge. So she taught about 3 different schools. And so her 5th grade class painted this with a mixture of tempura and eggs to make it last longer, which, as you can see, 32 years later, still looks just as vibrant, looks just as great today. And then they laid down and traced themselves, or somebody traced them, and they painted themselves into the mural. And it played in the background. Wow. So that's Athens. Oh, I've got a thing here about it. Oh, wow. Green World Tour 1989 R.E.M. R.E.M. Shiny Happy People. The song appeared on their 1991 album, Out of Time. Yep. R.E.M. on it. Bertis. You've seen him in my videos before. Shiny Happy Fun Time. Bertis, I cannot read your writing for the life of me. And I will let him know that. And the kids that drew themselves from the fifth grade art class are the kids in the video. They're the ones dancing around and the last chorus with the band. And the rest of the people that are dancing are friends of the band. And of course, that might be the little guy that's at the very end. And Michael Sight picks him up and dances around him.
Did you sample yet, Dr. Sneak?
And in the other corridor of the school, we have the other part, which represents more of Skidmore Island over near Athens. Wow, we got kids in the background. Look at that. This thing is huge. And the video was shot at Georgia Theater in downtown Athens. And this was just going around and around in the background. Look at the dog, Spot. So sweet, so idealistic. These kids that painted this. From the, why am I laughing? I'm just so excited. Well, from the mural, here I am on Clayton Street in downtown Athens. Well, what's that over there on the ground? What's that? Oh my goodness, look at that right here. Look here. The famous Georgia Theater, where the video for Shiny Happy People was shot. Right in there. And as you can see, as always, wait a second, I want to take a picture, so hold on a second. We're going inside. Let's go. I'm going to show you the stage where they did the video for Shiny Happy People. What? Yeah. Yeah, see what I can see. Thanks. Very dark. I can't even see where the stage is. The lights aren't on, but here's the stage right here. This is where it was set up, the video. They performed it right here on this stage. That's me in the spotlight, by the way. There's only one guy working. They can't get the lights on. Look at that. Isn't that wild? It's kind of cool, all dark. Look. The rafters, the outside. And the old man would have been playing or on the bike right around the side here. See if I can go back a little bit, if it gets a little bit more. Nope. That's the stage where Shiny Happy People was done right there. All right, and now back to the mural. I was just talking with the principal how these pictures look very similar to what's on the mural because kids draw the same 32 years later, but these are new ones. So iconic. What do you think? Now, I know some of you might be underwhelmed because I probably called this the greatest thing I've ever seen, because to me it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Some of you might be underwhelmed. Be like, really? Yeah, really. That's what excites me. I love it. That is so, maybe the wind would be a little better under this wind blocker. I don't know if it's a wind blocker, if it's above you, it should be around me. What is fascinating to me about that is it's not just in storage somewhere. It's not just wrapped up like in, Michael Stipe's basement or stored away like at somebody's house or in the Georgia Theater in the attic. It's here. Now, Shiny Happy People. Some people have a problem with that song, especially back in the day. I remember. I was young when it came out, but I loved it. And I loved R.E.M. at the time. And to me, it didn't sound any different than R.E.M. It really didn't. It does sound different. But to me, it was just a natural section. They had Pop Song 89 on green. They had Get Up, Stand, all these fun songs that were on other albums. And all of a sudden, in the end of the world as we know it, it's a fun song. I mean, it's got some darker lyrics, but it's fun. Shiny Happy People to me fit right in. And a lot of people had a problem with the song, thinking, oh, they sold out. No, they didn't sell out. Actually, what sorry, I got a little anger there. The song, Shiny Happy People Holding Hands, that was a Chinese propaganda poster just after the Tiananmen Square massacre. And Michael Stipe saw that, and he thought, well, that's interesting, because they made a poster about saying, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So the Chinese government made a poster saying, no, we're Shiny Happy People holding hands. Everything's good. Everything's fun. Getting workers to work and all that sort of thing. Meanwhile, we know what's going on. So Michael Stipe used that line and went for it. So the lyrics are supposed to be ironic. But the video makes it so fun, and then they're having fun in the video. Are they acting, or are they really having fun? Michael Stipe picks up that little kid at the end, and he's having a good time. And the only one that looks dour is, of course, Peter Buck, the guitarist. But Mike Mills, Bill Berry, they're having fun in the video. Everybody's having fun in the video because it's such a fun song. And they want to make it like that. Now, Michael Stipe at the time, they've only played it a couple of times live, and they did a parody of it, Furry Happy Monsters, on Sesame Street. Michael Stipe one time said he's not proud of the song because of the way it was received, because people didn't get it necessarily. And other band members have kind of talked about the song, but in retrospect, the band likes the song. So the theory out there that R.E.M. hates Shiny Happy People is not true. Their greatest hits album that came out when they broke up, 2011, 2010, part lies, part heart, part truth, part garbage. That one, they curated that themselves, and they put Shiny Happy People on it. Warner Brothers issued one called In Time. They did put Shiny Happy People on it, I believe. But when R.E.M. got to make their own greatest hits and select the songs, they put that song on. So they have a newfound affection for it. Michael Stipe has even said that he's at peace with it because of it. Yeah, what did he say? He said he was at peace with it, and he knows that it makes people feel good or something to that effect. And it's true. It's a fun song, and people respond to that song to this day. So you put that song on, people will sing along. And even, I was talking to the principal, little kids know that song. And not just because they know about the mural, because little kids walk by that mural every day here in the school. They probably don't know. They're not stopping to read about R.E.M. But he said when you play the song at school assemblies and school things for little kids, they love it. They jump around, and it's a fun pop song. And R.E.M., it was their last song to be in the top 10 in the U.S., which is crazy to me. Because they had so many other great songs and albums after that. But no accounting for taste in the music. R.E.M. is one of the greatest bands ever. I don't understand why everybody doesn't agree with me on that. So, Shiny Happy People, great song. At the time, some people made fun of it, said, oh, R.E.M., they sold out, they went a different way. No, they were just doing the same thing they always did, which was make fun pop songs as well as their darker songs. And lyrically it sounds light, but it actually meant something. It was written ironically. And it's a fun song. Oh, God, I could go on, and I probably have. All right, Shiny Happy People, the mural inside this school. Wow. Thank you, Dr. Singh. Thank you, Oglethorpe Elementary. This was awesome. I'm so glad I got to see it. So glad I got to show you it. As you can tell, I'm very excited still because I got to see something I've always wanted to see in real life up close, and you got to see it with me. And if I can't see it, you don't. No, if you don't get to see it, I don't get. I don't go places unless I can show you as well, the viewer, because I love you. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Shiny happy people holding. Shiny happy people holding. Hey. That was always me. Always.